course, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I honestly so appreciate it, as my main objective is to empower, to inspire, to share knowledge with all of you. Also, check me out on Instagram down here. I'll leave the link down below for my profile, where I literally post daily pictures and videos on fashion, makeup, wigs, and all the upcoming videos that I'll be making. With that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down here, as well as the little bell, so you are notified when I upload videos every single week. Now, of course, the glitter eye, glitter, you know I have glitter fever, and I had to do another look, a little bit different, maybe a little bit dramatic, using the other color that Essence has. So of course this is in, as I mentioned before, Cosmic Love, and this is a Cosmic Love, and I feel it. So the prior video I did before was with this other one called Outer Space. So definitely check out that video as well. I'll leave the link down below for that. So this one, I went a little bit more just darker, more drama. I, used the Waterline. I just had a little bit more drama fun with it. It was still literally just as easy, just took a little bit more of shading, but blending and shading is kind of what life is all about sometimes. So let's roll out. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if you've tried these awesome Essence glitters. They're $3.99. Here we go. Enjoy. Okay, so here's the eye. We are going to recreate, of course, using the Morphe 35V palette, which I absolutely love. All right, so for this palette, I'm actually just gonna be using kind of like these three colors right here, and then also using this one as my inner highlight. Okay, right. So per usual, I have just washed my brushes, and again, using brushes that I normally do not use, which is absolutely perfect. So the first blending brush I actually used in the last video. So this actually came with the Boxycharm from, I think, November. So actually, maybe it was September. So I'm actually gonna start with this one, and then, using these other two. But so here we're just gonna start with getting this shadow and creating it. So what I like to do is, of course, kind of pat it in. Of course, use whatever method that you prefer, because life is short. You do you. Whatever makes you comfortable. So I kind of pat it, and then I will go in with the circular motion, or rubbing it in. And also this part right here, it doesn't really matter how per se clean it is, because you're just gonna be going over and over and over it. So just be cool. Almost no rules. And then going in with the brush, just kind of gliding it inwards to create this inner shadow. Okay, now we're gonna, of course, use the same brush and actually use this color right here. And just kind of going in the exact same, we're basically just going over and over it, but we're gonna be making a little bit more of a concentrated line right here to really get this beautiful, actually let me just blend this out. Can you ever stop blending? Probably not. Probably not. So just keep going. And remember, if it looks weird, you just literally have to keep going, because it's going to balance out. So just don't worry about it if it starts to look a little weird. I normally get a little freaked out while I'm doing something, like what is going on? And then of course, it all works out at the end when you put your mascara on. So just always, just trust the process and go with the flow. So now I'm actually also using a brush that I normally wouldn't. So this actually came with the Boxycharm November. So I'm gonna be using a lot of this. This is this kind of deep red purple right here. And of course I used only this color to create this line right here. So we're just going to, of course, follow that line, just get in that crease, of course, using your own eye as your pathway. You can never go wrong using your own face with the guides that it gives you. Just remember that. This is actually not the best brush. I'd probably use a more stipply, firmer brush, but it's wet right now. So I'm just gonna go in and just really pack it in. And of course, we're gonna be using that fluffy brush again to fluff it out and blend it out with this area. And then also, I did create the V as well, using this. Really get in this inner corner too for this look right here. Okay, so I'm gonna of course use this blending brush again, tapping it in, and then just digging if you will, digging that blending brush in that crease that we created. I was dabbing these two colors and actually just kind of starting my underneath smoke. Why not? No rules. You can do this later, you can do this now, you can do it anytime. Using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer and one of my brushes, flat round tip. You can really use any brush that you feel comfortable with, and just kind of starting in the middle and of course following your line. So what I recommend, of course, is just follow your first initial line, like cutting like where your actual crease is, like the actual crease. Okay, see how easy that was? Just literally, it's almost like you're just penciling it in and going in as far as you'd like to. So now, since I'm gonna be going just above that slightly, so now again, using that perfect line that your eye created for you, just going up a tad more, like a tad more, just kind of like a 1/16 of an inch or something. Ooh, that looks pretty great. Glitter primer, and of course Essence does carry it, but I happen to have this NYX one already here, so I will be using that. Again, another flat brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. A lot of the brushes I use are e.l.f. So again, starting kind of in the middle, making sure that you definitely do get up to your lash line, because last time I did this, I realized I didn't get all the way in and I had some kind of skin, you could see my skin. So now we're just going over this exact line that we just created, which is why I like to create the first cut crease with the concealer, because it really just makes it super, super easy. And of course, if this gets a little messy, it's totally fine, because what I like to do as soon as I'm finished with this is going back in with the same brush and actually just kind of cleaning up any line or any glue that maybe went over that line. Another flat, round kind of brush, and definitely tapping it so it doesn't go all over the place. And then you're just gonna be this is, like I said before, this is the fun part. So here we go. We're just gonna go over that. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the inner corner using this delicious color right here. And again, another brush that I got with the Boxycharm November. So I'm just going to, of course, hit this inner. Kind of brush up a little bit, kind of blend it in. And of course, get underneath right here. Of course, everyone, I want to thank you all for watching this really fun glitter tutorial as it is glitter fever season. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, I am tickled when I hear your comments, so reach out to me. I love to hear from you. Reach out to me on Instagram. It's a great way for you to say hello, to send me photos of you and your wigs and your makeup looks and literally anything. I love to hear from you. So let's just share the positivity and really empower each other to be the best that we can be every single day. Because remember, it is your right every single day of your life to be as fabulous as you want to be. So if you feel fabulous in a pink glitter eye, do it. Because life is short, have fun, you only live once. And I want to thank you all, and we will see you soon.